Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of The Greatest Prelude. So, here we are on another episode. It has been a cosmic minute since I have recorded another video, but we are here at the right time. So, I'm playing some jazz music in the background. Hopefully, you guys can hear it. And if not, then it's just pleasurable for me. So there's a couple things that are very important being on this journey that we're on, this journey of life. And what is most important is realizing your direction and your intention. What is your intention with life? If your intention is something materialistically or very worldly, then it will end because you end. If you believe in a material world, then you are a part of it. But as soon as you transcend this material world and realize that everything is free flowing energy that is infinite and always moving, then you are not tied down to this material world. You notice that it is just a flash of your consciousness in this moment in time of, what people call 2024. But it's not 2024. This is just a little moment of all of eternity that you have to spend. Right? This is just such a small stop on your eternal voyage. And what we do on this stop is unique for all of us. But what we all come back to is remembering who we are. And who we are is presence. There's just this underlying presence underneath and in between everything that we see. There's a constant energy here whenever we're in tune with it. Whenever we're just present, we just watch this presence. Like, just be still just for a moment. Like right now, just be still. In this stillness, there's a wholeness to it, a whole vision that is your consciousness. Our consciousness is here in the center of the universe, which is in the center of our mind, and everything else is the extension of our consciousness. So, being in this room, recording, the music playing, exactly where I am is in the center of where I am. You're just here, and everything else is just a part of your reality. And your reality can change at any moment because you being a creator, you can change. There's a there's something that came to mind, and it has to do with creation. You are either the creator of the reality that you make, or you are in a reactive state to external forces that can manipulate you. So let's say there's a dog. The emotions that you feel towards this dog can be positive or negative. But if you focus your energy on what this external thing does, then you are easily manipulated towards the outside world. So people, cars, sounds, anything outside of you, we either can be governed by it or we can govern it. We govern it by deciding what it is in our life. So if we're in the center of our consciousness and we decide that something is positive, then it is. If we decide that something is terrifying, then it is. But when you're at the center of your consciousness and you are the creator, then you decide, I intend to see something positive. And what I decide to see positive will change everything to be positive. And you're now changing your entire reality simply by making the decision and the choice to be positive. When you slow down, there's a lot more things that you can do. You can do a lot of things when you slow down. Remember when you were a kid? I remember when I was younger, one of the things that I would do is I'd go outside and I'd look at roly polies or tomato bugs. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what they're called. I would look at them and I just look and observe. Same with ants. I would just look. And when I was looking at them, I didn't notice time. I was just present. I felt calm. I didn't feel any rush. I didn't care about the world, about the sirens, about anything. I was just present with the roly poly. I was just here, enjoying it, enjoying its presence. And maybe it knew or it didn't know that there was an observer with it. But because I was there, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed what I was doing. And I was fascinated by what I was seeing. I was like, holy fuck, there's a roly poly. There's this thing that I don't even know what the fuck it is right in front of me. I have no idea what this is, but I'm playing with it. Playing in the sense of I'm here with it and it's my creation, therefore I'm playing. And me being a kid, I just had fun. I could excuse what do they say? Beg my pardon? Beg your pardon? Beg my pardon? Apologies. Remember there was like a meme where the dude he was like it was like a kid or something. It was so cute. So I just played. I just had fun and when I had fun, I didn't care. It didn't matter what the world was telling me what I had to do. I was just a kid enjoying life. And when I started taking that type of play into my life now, then I just continually have fun doing whatever the fuck I want. And me doing what I desired, it allowed me a sense to be free. And when I was able to discover what consciousness is, then in that moment, I discovered what life is. You're just viewing it. In a cosmic scheme, because we are all part of the universe, we hold information that is more than billions of years old. Our carbon, our oxygen, everything holds the same memory over billions of years of evolution. And it's just the same sequence of events playing out in the same way since the start of the universe. And as soon as we focus on one of those parts and retrace it, we're just the observer of our creation. And here we were, like, whatever the first molecule was, I have no idea. But it was just conscious. So here's like this conscious intelligence. It creates something, and this something, it just watches unfold. It watches it from one sphere to two to four, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512, 1028, and it just expands, creating different levels, different frequencies. Some have more beautiful frequencies, some are more distraught, but when all of them are in harmony together, it's this beautiful song that starts to play. And when you are the one 13.4 billion years old, or however old the universe is, you remember of that instance of creation where life began. You just observed, you were present, you held a focus, and it became what you desired it to be. You were just there. The best thing that you could do is just be here. Don't do anything else. Who cares what the world says? It doesn't matter what they say, because if you care about what anyone else says, you are manipulated by them. You see what I mean? Like, you either care about others or you don't. And if you don't, then you don't. You're just free. You're free to be. And when you're being who you are, then your true being will come forth and you will have urges to do what you want to do. It's just a feeling, it's intuition. It's a feeling of I love doing certain things and I'm going to continue doing them because I love doing it. So you keep on doing things that make you feel happy. And when you find that right thing, then it feels way better. And then you can keep on doing that lovely thing that you like doing. Let's say you love to ski. Let's say you just love to ride down the mountain. I haven't skied yet, so I really don't know. But it seems fun, right? It really does. And if you slow down enough just to enjoy it, you're just observing your vehicle, like your quantum vehicle, riding down this mountain, and you're just riding this wave that is always changing. It's so fascinating what all of reality is. Like, there's like what feels like real, but it's not. Like, I could touch my hands or I could feel my voice, and it feels like it's physical, but it's not. Like, it's just energy, just whoopsh, whoopsh, whoopsh. And there's a presence in between. And this presence is always here, and you can always return to it. It's like this freedom that you always feel. And whenever you feel it, you realize, oh, I'm not limited to this 80 years I have left. No, I this thing never dies. Like, this feeling never dies. This presence I am never dies. It just moves. It just folds into something new. It creates something different. It expands into something bigger. And then you just keep expanding forever. And you can just do what you want here. So find what you love, whatever it is, just find it. Find something that feels good and continually put yourself in the position to do it. So I've been learning to balance, well, retraining my subconscious to think what I'm doing is fun. So in the beginning, making these videos, of course I was a little nervous, but I remember my friend invited me to do one. And as soon as I did it, it just felt so natural to me. Just the words that were coming out, I knew how to speak. And as I matured, like in these past 3 years or 4 years that I've took this seriously, then I have been able to master communication. I'm mastering communication. And speaking and listening and being, it's a part of the same dance. Like, if there's this beautiful lady that you're dancing with or you're playing with, right? Because this is also a game, then you move with her, because life is like a dance with this beautiful lady, or this beautiful goddess, this beautiful god, and you're playing with her in the most sacred, beautiful, open way. You're just moving and creating. It's so lovely. And when you are, you're just so free. You just get to express and hold your presence with her. And it just flows so well and so effortless. It just is an act of love. Your presence is the act of love. It's saying, I love you so much, I will be here with you. You deserve all of my attention. This moment deserves all of my attention, all of my energy, because I'm making an intention that you or this moment is worth all of my energy. So I'm returning to this moment as often as I can. And there are moments where I return back to time, which feels more rushed and stressed. Yet, I still know how to come back home. Home to her. Home to love. Home to presence. Home to the present, to the gift of life that just unfolds and holds peace for me to be here with her and just to love her. That's all she wants. All she desires is for me just to be with her, to appreciate her, to feel her, and to adore her. That's all life is. And when you treat her like she deserves to be, then she will give you everything that you desire because you're in relationship with her. And if you give her your attention, she's going to give you everything that she can just so that we're happy together. Because now this is a relationship, a wholehearted relationship. And it's a loving relationship because us being together in this moment is saying, hey, let's do things that we like. Let's speak. Let's feel this vibration. Let's taste this food. Let's explore this villa. Let's climb this mountain together, right? Let's drink water together. You're drinking with her. You're drinking her. You're loving her. You're wearing these outfits that are made of her. This outfit is made of her. This consciousness is her. It's this love that's always here. And she's always ready just for you to pay attention to her and just to love her. The sweetest, most loving feeling that you could ever imagine is here when you are with her. So beautiful, so loving. She just is always ready to give to you because you're giving back to her. It's the same thing. Her, him, he, her, whatever. This presence, right? I just say her because it, to me, in my being, it feels divine. Her is something that you hold up. Her is something that you respect, that you honor, that you love, that cherishes you, right? It's the sweetest vibration that is always here. And you just love it by being here with it and feeling all of it. That's all it is. So I want to say thank you to connecting to another episode of the greatest Prelude. And just remember, this life is your creation. You're so free to be and choose whatever you want. Do what's fun. Fuck everything else. Quit your job. Who cares? Whatever. And pick something that you like, right? If you want to mow the yard with your shoes off, do it, right? Make the things that you do fun. You can even make your job fun, right? But if you're not fun, then it's not going to be fun. But if you are fun, then it's going to be fun because then your relationship and your environment with life is going to be fun. See, and it all starts up here first because you decide how it's going to be. Even if something like pisses you off, like in your reality, you'd be like, you know what? This is actually kind of funny. And then in your head, secretly just be like, And then it's funny, and then it's just fun, and then it's just your game, right? It's how you choose to play. And the more you're in harmony with life, then it extends outwards. But if you're not in harmony and you kind of start to fall, then everything else gets out of whack. But there's kind of like a moment for it to like equilibrate, and as soon as it does, then you can be in harmony again. Let's say you dip. As soon as you dip, it creates this huge dip, and now there's two opposing forces that mirror one another. But then as soon as you turn back to a harmonious state, then this one does as well, and then you're on an equal playing field. Thank you and have a wonderful rest of your evening.